If you're looking for a way to introduce seafood and fish to your children, I have a nice recipe for you. Crispy fish and seafood with a nice orange dill sauce. Let's begin. Have an egg. Just preparing my egg wash. Some milk. List of ingredients could be found at the end of the segment. Just a little whisk. I'm using some Japanese breadcrumbs here called panko. This is what they look like, and what I've done here is I've lightly toasted them in a nice dry skillet for about 3 minutes. Let them cool, and then we can begin. I need a little bit of pepper and some salt. Little toss. My fish, I'm using some shrimp, some scallops, some whitefish. They've been rinsed, and make sure you dry them really well with some paper towels. Do about 4 or 5 pieces at a time. Make sure you drain excess. And don't be afraid to get your hands in there. If you don't have any panko breadcrumbs, you can't find them in your store, corn flakes will work well too. Just crumple them up with your hands. We continue. I've kept the tail on the shrimp, they're prettier. This is a nice recipe. You can have your children help you. They love to get their hands in this. It's a kid-friendly recipe. And I find with my children, when they were little, if I had them help me, well, they'd be more likely to want to eat the meal at the end of the day. My last two, these are ready. Don't forget to discard the egg wash and the breadcrumbs. You can't use these again. Now these are ready for the oven. I've preheated the oven to 450 degrees and placed the racks in the upper and lower thirds of oven. Bake fish and scallops on top rack for 3 minutes. I've moved the fish and scallops to lower rack and placed the shrimp on top rack. Bake both for about 5 minutes or until crisp, and fish and seafood are firm and opaque. Meanwhile, I'll prepare the sauce. I've heated my skillet on medium heat. I have milk, some flour. I'm going to season, a little bit of salt, pepper. Just give it a little whisk. You're going to cook this for about 5 minutes or until it's thickened, nice and bubbly. This is ready. I'll turn off the heat. I'll add some mustard. The zest of an orange or lemon, use whatever you have. Make sure you wash them really, really well. If you can get organic, that's great. If not, make sure it's well washed. Make sure you don't use the white pit. The juice. I'm lucky, these are seedless. I need a little garnish. Use a little dill, about a tablespoon. Just a rough chop. This smells really good. My sauce is ready. All I have to do is get my fish. These are ready. I'm serving them with a crisp garden salad, my orange dill sauce. Let's just place scallop, little white fish, and maybe 2 shrimp. We won't tell the kids what they're eating. I'll try one of these, dip in my sauce. So good. Really delicious seafood and whitefish with a little orange sauce. I'm sure your children will love this tonight.